And the results are in. So if you've been following, you'll know that I did an at-home AMH test, anti-Mullerian hormone, which tests for your egg reserve to help you understand your fertility levels. I had previously done this test a little over 2 years ago at a fertility clinic. Given that 2 years have passed and I've since come off hormone treatment, so I've been birth control free for 2 years now, and I haven't had any babies, I decided it was time for an update to check my AMH levels again and see where I'm at. Because fertility isn't just about making babies. It's directly linked with longevity, our quality of lifespan. So I did the at-home test and I filmed it live in this post, and then I botched it up. They messaged me saying that the sample had to be voided for reasons I can't recall, so I had to redo it, which took me a bit of time, but it's done now. And the results are in. And I'm very happy with the results because it turns out my AMH levels have actually increased. Yeah, 2 years on, which at first led me to think, what kind of a farce is this? Surely it's meant to go the other way around. But my understanding is that 1, you can always increase levels, biohack your fertility somehow. There are ways. I'm not sure how legitimate that statement is, to be honest with you, because obviously the understanding is that you're born with a certain number of eggs, and as life goes on that number decreases, right? But of course there are always external factors, and as we know, women's health is hardly studied for us to know exactly how the female body works. And one external factor which may have contributed to my increase in AMH levels could be the fact that I was on hormone treatment, so the combined contraceptive pill, around the time I had my first test done over 2 years ago. I've since been hormone free. So Dr. Google says hormone treatment can suppress your ovarian reserve. So that could be one possible legitimate explanation for the increase in my levels. Of course, I've also been a lot better since coming off the hormone treatment with my lifestyle. I already have quite a strict, very healthy lifestyle, but in the past 2 years, I've learned so much more due to the biohacking and longevity movements and the increase of female health experts on social media. So I've done a lot more reading, taken a lot more information, and led a more anti-inflammatory lifestyle as a result. So yeah, that was a very pleasant surprise, especially as I am soon to undergo excision surgery for my endometriosis, which includes the removal of an endometrioma, and any sort of surgery on the ovary can compromise ovarian reserve. Which brings me to this post I just saw by probably the most Insta-famous endometriosis surgeon there is, Mr. Andrea Vidali. He's a renowned and respected endometriosis specialist, and he recently shared a patient's AMH levels, which changed post-surgery, and this is pretty remarkable.
So somebody just sent me this interesting message that you just read, where their AMH went up after the surgery, and I think it went down initially a little bit after the surgery, and then it went back up. If you remove an endometrioma, ovaries will take a temporary shock and the AMH will go down. Often it will come back up.
One of the private consultants that I'm currently seeing has asked that I have my fertility checked pre and post surgery to assess the impact. Given what Mr. Vidali has shared, I'm more optimistic about my reserve potentially bouncing back after surgery.